What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today we are starting with Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov continuing their heated exchange. As Conor McGregor embarks on what he calls a spiritual journey, it seems the one thing he still cannot let go of is his rivalry with Khabib. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel. Yesterday we reported on McGregor and Khabib going back and forth online. Conor accused Khabib of scamming his fans by selling digital papakas, which reportedly made Khabib around $4.3 million. Since our video went live, the exchange continued to escalate. We last left off with Khabib responding by saying Conor would never stain his name after being destroyed in the octagon. Following that, Conor went on X and fired back saying Khabib should apologize for using his late father's name to sell items to fans. Conor mocked the idea of calling them gifts and accused Khabib of scamming people while hiding behind his father's legacy. Khabib responded by saying his account represents former addicts helped through his rehabilitation centers in Dagestan and invited Conor to come there, claiming Mexico did not help him. McGregor replied by saying Khabib would not even meet him there and accused him of lying, tax dodging and running from the truth. He added that Allah knows all and ended the exchange by joking about buying a digital papaka from third-party sellers, calling it Khabib's legacy. Many fans called out Conor for hypocrisy due to his past involvement with the real crypto token, which failed to meet its funding goal. However, it is important to note that all investors were refunded, so it was not considered a scam. Moving on to the next story, Khamzat Chimaev has agreed to fight Nasruddin Imavov after Ramadan. Earlier today, Imavov tweeted that he had a good conversation with the UFC and stated he wants a title shot only and is willing to wait if necessary. Chimaev responded saying he is down to fight after Ramadan, which ends March 19, 2026, and told Imavov he has time to work on his wrestling. Are you excited about this matchup? Let us know in the comments. Finally, Daniel Cormier has fired shots at Jon Jones on Instagram. While Jon Jones is in Chechnya attending an exclusive event and signing an ambassador deal, DC commented on a video questioning why Jon was not with his family on Thanksgiving. Given their long rivalry, many fans see this as another petty moment from Cormier. Do you think DC should leave Jon Jones alone, or is pettiness fair after everything between them? Jon Jones has since responded to Daniel Cormier on Instagram earlier today.
I want to take the time out to say a happy Thanksgiving to the people who are not with their friends and family today. Happy Thanksgiving. And if no one tells you that they love you today, I love you. And Dutch loves you. Ain't that right, Dutch? That's right. Have a blessed day. We love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
And if no one tells you they love you today, I love you and Dutch loves you too, right, Dutch? Aha, that is right. Have a blessed day. We love you and happy Thanksgiving. Dana White has released a fighter from the UFC roster following UFC Qatar. With UFC 323 coming up next weekend, let us take a look at what is happening in the UFC. The organization has released Marek Bilo after recent events surfaced on social media. According to his manager Bartosz Barkiak, Bilo was cut because he did not accept a quick turnaround fight for UFC 324. For those who do not know, Bilo lost to Denzel Freeman this past weekend in Qatar. The manager stated that the UFC wanted him to fight again quickly, but Bilo declined due to an injury suffered in that fight. Because he did not accept the bout on 2 weeks' notice, the UFC decided to release him. It is important to mention that this information comes from the fighter side, so the UFC may have another reason. Moving on to former UFC fighter Chris Barnett joining a new promotion. According to reports, Barnett has signed with Karate Combat. A few weeks ago we reported that Barnett was released after his loss to Hamdi Abdul Wahab at UFC 321. It did not take long for him to find a new home, as he will debut for Karate Combat on December 5th against Jonathan Miller. Next, let us talk about Muhammad Mokaev appearing active on the UFC website. After Mokaev was released, he remained on the roster page but was listed as inactive. Fans noticed yesterday that he is now listed as active, which led many to believe he may be back in the UFC. Mokaev responded to a fan pointing this out by saying early birthday presents or what. However, Tom Feely from Sherdog MMA stated that this could simply be a website error caused by a recent update. Lastly, we have some great news from Dustin Poirier. Dustin revealed on X that he and his wife Jolie welcomed a baby boy yesterday. Jolie shared on Instagram that the baby arrived 2 weeks earlier than expected. They named him Kingston Cade Poirier. Everyone here at the MMA Zone would like to congratulate the Poirier family. Cristiano Ronaldo has become a shareholder in an MMA organization. Earlier today, Ronaldo revealed that he now has ownership in WOW FC. Back in August 2024, it was announced that he became part owner of the Spanish MMA promotion. After attending multiple UFC events and showing interest in the sport, Ronaldo officially confirmed his involvement. He stated that he is excited to become a shareholder and that WOW FC represents values he believes in, such as discipline, respect, resilience, and excellence. WOW FC responded by welcoming him to the family. Finally, Joshua Van has sent a warning to Alexander Pantoja ahead of their fight at UFC 323. Van does not like the narrative of old school versus new school and believes he can finish Pantoja within 3 rounds. However, he also says he is fully prepared for a 5-round fight if necessary. Van explained that he is ready for the best version of Pantoja and believes that anything can happen on fight night. Pantoja recently stated in an interview that if he defeats Van, he wants to help push for a title opportunity for Kyoji Horiguchi in the flyweight division.
When he talked about he went back to UFC, what I think about, and I talked with him like, if you want, go to UFC to try to take this belt. I'm gonna help you to conquer that, you know. Of course, I have Joshua Van first, you know, but I think if one day I'm fighting Kyoji Horiguchi, it's gonna be for the title, of course. But I need to understand in my mind, because I love this guy so much, it's gonna be hard to me thinking about hurt him in the fight, you know. I know it's gonna be friendly fight, you know. I think I can make a lot of trash talk with Kyoji, you know. Kyoji may help me a lot, you know. I believe Kyoji is one of the reasons I'm the champion of the world right now.
Islam Makhachev is still in Khabib's shadow, according to Tyron Woodley. Now that Islam Makhachev has become a 2-division champion, many fans and observers have started debating whether his legacy now compares to that of his longtime friend and mentor Khabib Nurmagomedov. However, one person who does not believe Islam has surpassed Khabib is former UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley. Ever since Makhachev joined the UFC, he has been closely linked to Khabib. For years it has been nearly impossible to discuss Islam without Khabib being mentioned. While Islam does not have an undefeated record like Khabib, he has achieved something the legend never did by winning both the lightweight and welterweight titles. Even with that accomplishment, Woodley still believes Khabib's legacy stands above Islam's. Woodley recently said that Islam is still in Khabib's shadow. He explained that when he hears Islam's name, he immediately thinks of Khabib and views him as Khabib's prodigy. Woodley added that Islam did not beat him for a welterweight title and did not beat Georges St. Pierre. He also stated that while Islam is respected, he is still fairly unknown internationally as a fighter. Woodley pointed out that Islam's welterweight title win came against Della Maddalena in his first title defense and believed it was a favorable stylistic matchup. In Woodley's view, Islam remains in Khabib's shadow. It is an interesting debate, especially considering Islam defended the lightweight title 4 times while Khabib defended it 3 times. However, Khabib retiring undefeated with a 29-0 record is a major factor when comparing their careers. Outside of the discussion, Woodley is preparing to face another legend. It was recently announced that he will replace Chris Weidman in a boxing match against Anderson Silva. The fight will take place on December 19th on a Netflix card in Miami, headlined by Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua. Following the announcement, Silva stated that change happens for a reason and that he is focused on respecting his opponent and the boxing world. Woodley responded by saying that moments like this are where legends are born. In other news, Dana White has made a huge announcement during halftime of the Cowboys-Chiefs game. Earlier today, the UFC revealed that Dana White would go live on Instagram during the game to announce major news. Shortly after, the UFC released a trailer promoting a new Paramount deal which featured Ilia Topuria facing off with Paddy Pimblett. Dana White officially announced during the game that the main event for UFC 324 will be Paddy Pimblett vs. Gaethje for the interim lightweight title. He also revealed that the UFC 325 main event will be Volkanovski vs. Lopez, which will take place 1 week later.
Obviously, you just saw Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. Earlier, Topuria posted, I'm dealing with some personal problems, so I'm not gonna fight the first quarter. So the winner of Gaethje versus Paddy will be the interim title, and then they will face Topuria. Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes for the bantamweight title. That's a fight, you know. Kayla, it's her first title defense after beating Juliana Pena. She comes back to take on Kayla Harrison. No way in hell that fight isn't incredible. O'Malley and Song Yadong. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. Waldo coming off a win a week ago. Took the fight on 2 days' notice. Comes in and wins by knockout, and coming off the eye poke knockout win. This guy's having a great year. And you know, him and Derek Lewis is going to be fun as hell. Arnold Allen and Gene Silva. Alexa Grasso versus Rose Namajunas. And just added like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, however long ago, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Figueiredo. Fight is also on the card. And I'm going to announce this for you. 1 week later, we have Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez on Paramount Plus. So that's January 31st, UFC 325 from Sydney, Australia. Volk versus Diego.
As Dana White mentioned, Ilia Topuria is currently dealing with personal matters. Topuria tweeted just before the announcement that he will not be fighting in the first quarter of next year. He explained that he is going through a difficult moment in his personal life and wants to focus on his children while resolving the situation as soon as possible. He added that he does not want to hold up the division and that the UFC will make the necessary matchups. Once everything is resolved, he said he will let the UFC know when he is ready to begin his return. Max Holloway reacted to Ilia Topuria's comments by showing his support. Holloway wrote that he was sorry to hear the news and said that if the situation is what he believes it is, then he understands the struggle firsthand of trying to fight while protecting your kids. He wished Topuria well and hoped everything works out. Topuria responded by thanking Holloway for the support and wishing the best for him and his family as well.